Hello, I'm John Shepherd, and in this video we're going to take a look at some of the group performances at the British Championships in Glasgow. Although I'll focus on the jumpers that I coach, you'll see others in action and hopefully we'll be able to learn from them and their techniques also. Let's start with the women's event. As regular channel viewers will know that my athlete Sarah has been jumping particularly well this season with a couple of personal bests, including a 6:42 at the Welsh Championships. Also in the field was Jahisha Thomas, who I also help when she's in the UK. Jasmine Sawyers, who was 8th in the Rio Olympics, fouled on her first 2 attempts. Like Sarah, she also uses a hitch-kick technique, although there are differences. For example, the rear arm at takeoff being pushed up and not rotated fully behind the body. Abigail Irozuru opened with 6 meters 60, which would put the field under pressure. Again, the hitch-kick technique was employed. To me, the strength of this jump was the speed across the board. You don't discern hardly any, if any at all, deceleration into the takeoff. Next up it was Sarah, and unfortunately she fouled this very long effort. With very long levers, you can really see the range of movement that Sarah generates in her hitch kick. Let's take a closer look. Ideally at takeoff, you need the swing leg's thigh to reach a position parallel to the ground. You then want to hold this position for a split second before pushing the lower leg of the swing leg out and down underneath your body into the hitch. It's the final half cycle of the hitch kick where we need to do more work on to get a better landing. Here's Jahisha, who has jumped 6 meters 69. Jahisha uses a traditional hang technique where the free leg is pushed away from the body at takeoff and then pulled back under the body, with the arms being swept back and overhead to create the banana-shaped hang position. All looks good here, however, unfortunately, as was indicated in a previous freeze frame, she lands prematurely with the heels dropping below where they really should end up. This can be a consequence of the classic hang technique, where the foreleg of the free leg is not pushed forwards after takeoff to further act as a brake on rotation, as it is with the hitch hang and hitch kick. Unfortunately, Jasmine fouled again in the second round. As a coach, you can only do so much, but I'd instructed Sarah to make sure she got her second round jump in. She did do this and jumped 6:40, hesitating slightly into the board. After the 6:40, we needed to know where the run-up was, so Sarah just sprinted through, with control of course, so we knew. In round 5, Sarah fouled another long no jump, and it was only a marginal foul. Fingers crossed for the outdoor season that she'll hit one of these longer jumps. In a soon-to-come video, I'll talk about how you can plan your training after the indoor season, learning from what you've achieved for the outdoors. Jahisha fouled her last round jump, but it was better than the 6:26 she achieved in round 2. There was more movement forwards off of the takeoff. In the last round, Sarah produced another 6 meters 40, but her last step was very long as she was a good distance back from the takeoff and therefore she lost speed across the board. If you look closely, you'll see a black mark on the run-up, and that's at 2 meters 20, so Sarah must have been about 2 meters 60 or so back from the board, which obviously is going to affect her takeoff. So to be able to jump 6:40 off of that last length of stride augurs well for the outdoor season and the longer jump. Last to jump in the competition was Abigail, and unfortunately it was her first no jump of the competition. From our perspective, it was great for Sarah to get onto the podium of the National Championships for the first time, and hopefully there's going to be more occasions to follow in the next few years. For me, as indicated, I need to work out what training we need to do to improve upon the indoor season, and I've noticed already a couple of technical things from this video which I'm going to focus on. As usual, thanks for watching and good luck with your training and competition, and do subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you may have in the section below or through my other social media.